I am Lance Goldberg, your host, and we are here to talk about postmodernism with two very special guests. First, I would like to welcome Mr. Henry Jenkins.
Hello. I'm very excited to be here. I have so much to share with you guys tonight.
And second, I am going to introduce you to Jean Baudrillard.
Good evening, all. It's nice to be back talking about postmodernism.
We're excited to hear all about it. Before we get into our interview, I wanted to ask how you guys were dealing with the bomb threats.
You know, I've just been watching a lot of The Matrix.
Just been, analyzing Media Crit like I usually do, and just been keeping up with my blog.
All right, let's get right into it. So tonight we've had an open forum with our audience, trying to define a specific term, and we wanted to get your opinions on it. So the term is postmodernism, and that is a sense that the popular culture that you are evaluating is new. Therefore, it depends on what time period you are looking at it, compared to what is considered high versus low culture.
Well, I see we're really going to be getting into it tonight.
Mr. Jenkins, you seem very anxious. You may have the floor.
Thanks. It sounds like we're all off to a great start here tonight, but let me take this definition a step further. We need to appreciate postmodernism for all of its educational value. It needs to be studied and understood, and we need to focus on how it reflects our current day culture. Postmodernism media text says something about our community that is buying into it, and that's what we need to focus on.
Everyone here tonight is having a great conversation, but we can't forget about my three main points: simulacra, simulation, and hyperreality. I strongly stand by the fact that this media we are examining has no original. We have gotten stuck in this vortex of copies.
Well, we're off to a great start here, and looks like one of our audience members wants to introduce themselves. Come down here, sir.
Hi, thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm Mr. Theodore Adorno, and I just really feel compelled to side with Mr. Baudrillard. Not that we're taking sides or anything, but today is just filled with copies. They're everywhere, and you have to dig really deep to find an original. I mean, look at today's standardization and pre-digestion. It's everywhere, from Adele to Rihanna, Lady Gaga. All of them are the same.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adorno, for your input. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Sick and tired of that stubble on your legs that always seems to appear right after you shave? The new Venus 5-blade razor not only works like a charm without giving any cuts, it also eliminates stubble. Fear no more, you can strut your stuff in a little black dress and not have to worry about your stubbly legs making you self-conscious. You can go to the nearest CVS or Rite Aid and buy the Venus 5-blade razor for only $11. Remember ladies, bathing season is coming! Warning, that video may have exploited the male heterosexual gaze and may lead to boyfriends buying these razors for their girlfriends.
Now back to Mr. Jenkins!
Thank you very much. We all have very valid points here tonight, but I think we're getting carried away from the impact that postmodernism has on ways in which we reach each other as a society. The flexibility people have is one that they've never had before. Fandom has become a lifestyle choice. People are doing anything they can to prolong the pleasure they get from a particular media text. This process amps up interest, and that's why we have spoiler phenomenons and addictions to reality television.
Addiction to reality television? Stop it right there.
Settle down, man, even though you both look like women. I know things are getting heated, but we need to take a quick commercial break for our sponsors.
Now, Jenkins, tell me what you call convergence culture.
By convergence, I mean the flow of context across multiple media platforms and the way that corporations and audiences respond to them. Convergence is a word that describes the technological, industrial, cultural, and social changes depending on who is saying what and why. In this world, every story is being told, every brand is being sold, and every consumer is being courted on multiple different platforms.
Now, how is convergence culture defined today?
Well, right now, convergence is big decisions being made in corporate offices as well as in teenagers' bedrooms. It is shaped by the desires of the media conglomerates and to expand their empires across multiple media platforms. In this world, every consumer gets what they want, when they want it, in the format that they want it.
Very interesting. Gene.
May I call you Gene? Now, tell me what you consider to be hyperreality.
Hyperreality is used in semiotics and postmodern philosophy to describe the hypothetical inability of consciousness to distinguish reality from simulation of reality, especially in technologically advanced postmodern societies. Hyperreality is a way of characterizing what our conscious is as real and defines as real, and the multiple of media can radically shape our experiences.
Wow, thank you guys very much. What a compelling show today. I want to thank both of you guys for being here, for the audience, and I wanted to express my interest in these books and convey them to you. They're very interesting. First, we have Henry Jenkins's Convergence Culture, where old and new media culture collide. And second, by Jean Baudrillard, we have Simulacra and Simulation. Both very interesting books, and I also wanted to let you guys know that our next special guest, Laura Mulvey, is here to talk about her paper, Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema. Once again, thank you guys for coming. Audience, thank you for being here. Everybody have a great evening.
Thank you.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on sugar, let me know. If you really need me, just reach out and touch me, come on.